Hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining us on our Rise and Shine program. Of course, you know how we do it. It's your boy Troy Gill, and we have fitness professional Chris Williams, who's going to be taking us through a workout to get your heart pumping, get your blood flowing, get you ready to start your day. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Promoters, here is a chance to boost your event or fete with MTV's irresistible television advertising specials. Book now and be wowed with party deals and good advertising coverage. Call our sales and marketing department on 440-8171 or via WhatsApp on 455-5718. You can also send an email at mtvmarketinggd@gmail.com. Terms and conditions apply.
Rise and shine. Rise and shine.
All right, everybody, we're back at it again. Hope you have your water. Hope you have your energy. Hope you're ready for this. So what we're going to do, we're going to work on upper body a little bit here. We're going to do a little higher impact today. So I hope you guys brought that energy. So your legs are wide. So we're going to start with some punches. So what we're doing, we're going to cross the body. And remember, you got to keep that core tight. You want to activate those legs. So we're going to go hold it again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to bring it up. You're driving those arms up to the air. So that's an uppercut. We're coming up. And you want to engage that core still. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to the center. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Uppercuts again. You want to look where you're punching. Drive it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the arms up above the head. Get that shoulders involved. When you're pulling the arms down, I want you to squeeze your back. Don't just move the arms. Squeeze and engage the muscles. So we're extending it all the way up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna make it a little more shallow. Keep that tense, right? Keep the intensity right here. You're gonna feel a little more burn in the shoulders. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Working that chest right here. Open and close. And squeeze that chest. Keep it right here. Come on. Let's go. Keep it going. It's supposed to be burning by now. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up again. Push. Push. Right above the head. Come on. It's going to be burning. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to turn. Keep your arm up. We're going to work that tricep. Extend it. And squeeze. You don't just want to be throwing the arm. You want to engage that muscle. So pushing it up in the air. That arm's supposed to be burning. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it to the front. We're gonna get our bicep. So you're pulling it up. Full extension of the arm. You're keeping your chest up, keep your elbows tucked into the waist, and you're pulling it up. Even though you see my arms are moving fast, I'm flexing the bicep. Every time you come up, flex the arm. So faster. Get our heart rate to shoot up. Come on. Keep it going. Don't forget to drink water when you need it. Keep it going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your legs together. Back to that shoulders. So I want you to turn your hands out. Now, put your legs in it. Keep that full body movement going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it right here. And from here, we're gonna go up. So it's like you're clapping above your head. You don't wanna drop it below parallel. You wanna keep that burning in our shoulders. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna turn. We're coming here. So you're keeping that back flat. Now you pull and down. Pull and down. We're working those lats, the rhomboids, the rear delts, everything in this movement right here. With some added weight, you're gonna feel that. So pull, pull, pull. Let's go. Elbows close to the body. Pull and squeeze that back. We're gonna speed it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're coming here. We're going lower. We're going to do what's called a back fly. So you bring your arms here, bring them up. That's right. Up. So it's like you want to touch them behind your back. Let's go. Pull. Pull. Keep that back flat. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8 more. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. March it out. Legs wide. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right here, jab. You want to extend the arms straight out. Your next hand, this is your blocking hand. You keep it up. Extend. It's like you're snapping it out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both hands. Extend it. Don't keep it short. Extend it out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next side, jab. Snap it out. Remember, you always got to defend yourself right here. Keep your arm up. Push it out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Both hands. Let's go. Push it out. So as that twisting is working your obliques. Push. Punch it out. Snap it out. Come on. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back, arm circles. That shoulder's getting a lot of work this morning. It's supposed to be burning right now. Small circles forward. I can already feel the burn. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Anything you do forward, you got to do it reverse. Let's go. Bring it back. Shoulders are burning. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. One more time. Let's go. Come on. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the center. Punching it across the body there. Let our shoulders cool down a little bit. Come on. I want you to sit lower on it. You're going to give me our last 16 here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 again. Come on. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the hands up. And we're coming down. Remember, deep breaths in through the nose. And out through the mouth. We're going up again. And down. Bring that arm right across. We're going to stretch out our shoulders. I know your shoulders need it. Pull it across. Feel that nice stretch. Remember, continue to breathe. At any time, you know you're supposed to be taking water, keeping yourself hydrated. Right, we're going to go to the next side. Nice. Bring that arm up. Stretch out that tricep. Next side. We're going to turn it here. Take your hands behind your back. You're going to bend down. You're going to lift the arms away from the body. So you're stretching out that back. Drop your hands down. And I want you to do round your back and bring it up slow. We're going to go down again. Go down with your back flat. Now round the back and bring it up. Step your leg back. Lock your fingers together, right? You're going to turn it, push it out, and then you're going to come up and reach all the way up. Get tall, as high as you can go. Bring it down. Switch legs, push it out, turn, and stand tall. You're supposed to feel that stretch all the way in the abdominal wall. One more time over here, stretch out that oblique. Go to the next side. Again, hands come up, take a deep breath. And bring it down. We're going up again. Up one more time. You want to reach all the way up, as high as you can reach. Up onto your toes. You want to take that deep breath and you want to hold it. Hold it. And you're going to bring it down. Give yourself a round of applause. Thank you for being with us this morning. Hope you have a blessed day.
All right, guys, so that was fitness professional Chris Williams leading us into a workout to get your heart pumping, get your blood flowing, get you ready to start your day. And of course, Chris, just going to share with us a little bit. I know that you are a fitness professional. You hold classes in different parts of the island as well. Can I share with us, for somebody who is interested in getting in touch with you and wants to join your classes, let them know how they can do so.
All right. Well, right now I have a class that is every Thursday and Saturday in the Grenada Youth Center. It's starting at 5 o'clock. We finish about 7, so it's a 2-hour class. We do a lot of cardio, a lot of aerobics movements. If you're interested, you could come out and check us out there. You could contact me at 423-6320. We also have a few other things that are going to be happening around the island. We have to make sure and put everything in place, but soon enough you'll be able to see us in St. Andrews, St. David's, things like that. So we're putting a lot of things in place for persons that, may not get the time to go to a gym. We're trying to come to you at different locations and, give you little programs here and there to keep you active, to even start your fitness program, leading up to Carnival and beyond Carnival. So yeah, definitely Thursdays and Saturdays at 5. You can catch me at the Grenada Youth Center, you know, and come and do a thing.
Just tell them the number again.
423-6320. You call me at any time and we can get you all the details and get you signed up from there.
All right, guys, so that was fitness professional Chris Williams. All right, guys, so link him up if you want to get started on your fitness journey. And remember again, guys, stay hydrated, make water your #1 beverage, all right, and make healthy choices today. All right, guys, thanks again for joining us, guys. See you again next time. I'm Tony Julian with the details. Commissioner of Prisons Rupert Nichols has confirmed the death of a male inmate. It's alleged that Kenton Phillip was beaten by a prison guard last week and died at the General Hospital the following day. The circumstances surrounding Phillip's death remain unclear. And again, Kenton Phillip, according to reports, died at the General Hospital. The now deceased man was serving a life sentence as a co-defendant along with the notorious Sheldon Bain for the shooting death of Omelia Roberts at her home on the early morning hours of the 8th of October back in 2002 during a robbery. Roberts was in her early 50s when she lost her life. Phillip and 3 other accused were indicted for murder on the 26th of May 2003 and convicted by a 12-member jury on the 7th of April 2004. They were sentenced to terms of imprisonment ranging from life imprisonment to detention at the court's pleasure for a period not exceeding 15 years. They appealed their convictions and sentences. Phillip was represented by attorney-at-law Derek Sylvester. MTV News reached out to the Royal Grenada Police Force on the circumstances leading to Phillip's death. We were told that the media and the public will be updated upon completion of investigations. The issue of gun violence, that's been of major concern for citizens and the legal fraternity. From guns entering our ports of entry to one man receiving several shots at gun battle on Tuesday, MTV News spoke with President of the Bar Association on the matter.
There has been an increase in gun violence in the country, and according to head of the Bar Association, Derek Sylvester, it is something that should be dealt with immediately. For the past few months, the Royal Grenada Police Force responded to over 3 gun crimes, including the latest in Guelph St. John, where one man was shot several times about his body and died on the way to the hospital.
It is my view that the increase in gun violence should be tackled now. It should be nipped in the bud. I know other countries, and I know Grenada in the past, we once had an amnesty whereby we asked persons to bring in their illegal firearm and they would not be charged, and arrangements were made for that to be done. I recall on one occasion during my practice I would have done that. I believe that is something that maybe this state may want to consider, but as a small society we should be our brother's keeper. We are a small family state, and I do not believe that we should allow ourselves to descend into that sort of problem. We have other islands that are close by that have the issue as to gangs and everything else. We're all interrelated. There are many persons who live in the south of the island who are from the north of the island. There are persons who from the south of the island who live in the north of the island, and east and west. So we are interrelated and interconnected country.
Sylvester spoke on how this burning issue can be solved before it gets worse.
I believe it starts with education. We should have some deep community involvement. We should have the churches involved. We should have the schools involved. And we should have serious seminars. Maybe police officers going to, even attorneys, speaking to persons at schools and community centers, having those outreach programs. So persons could recognize that crime do not pay.
He says outreach programs should be one of the main focus. Sylvester had this advice for persons who are considering a life of criminality.
Crime does not pay. I've practiced criminal law for many years, and on almost every occasion, the young persons regret that life. And because there's no benefit. What happens when you commit a crime? You're arrested by the police, you go to prison. some of your life is taken away. You're extracted from your family, your children, your friends, and the society.
Meanwhile, the police are still investigating the shooting death of 27-year-old Jonathan Richards from Guelph St. John, who lost his life last Tuesday night due to gun violence. MTV News, Vanessa Panchu.
Sociologist Claude Douglas weighed in on what appears to be that increase in gun violence in the country. Recently, one young man from Guelph St. John was gunned down by an unknown assailant who's believed to be from a neighboring island. And there have also been reports of increased gun violence in the south of the island. According to Douglas, there needs to be greater collaboration between the community and the police to curb this latest increase in gun violence.
What needs to be done, and the police alone cannot do that. There needs to be a collaborative effort between the police and the community in the fight against this upsurge in gun violence in Grenada. We witnessed what happened in St. Lucia not too long ago. And, as the saying goes, when your neighbor's house is on fire, start making yours. Okay? What has been happening, okay, it's part of the trend in the Caribbean with gun violence.
However, he does say if the situation gets out of hand, that Grenada may need to solicit the services of the regional security forces.
So what happened actually in St. Lucia recently, basically, is something that has been going on, reached, at an unprecedented level, right? And therefore, St. Lucia had to call in, the RSS to assist them, in quelling this violence and so forth. So what we need to do here as well is to have this collaborative effort.
Douglas further highlighted that Grenada has a relatively small force for its population size, and hence the need for greater collaboration with the community. In other news this evening, solid waste officials are already reporting an increase in the timely delivery of waste to the Perseverance landfill. And that's since the official opening of the Mount Kumar Road. They believe that the ease of access to the landfill will curb the likelihood of illegal dumping practices. But let's have more from Troy Gill.
Since the collapse of the Molyneux Road, solid waste contractors have been using the alternative route through Willis and Grenville Vale to get to the Perseverance landfill, which has not been without its challenges. However, with the official opening of the Mount Kumar Road on Friday, solid waste contractors have been speaking about the ease of access to deliver their waste in a timely manner. Speaking of the benefits to the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority was Assistant Communications Officer Nikolai Boyk.
So at the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, we welcome the opening of the Mount Kumar Road. So far, even though the road has just opened on Friday, we have been getting reports from our contractors of a significant decrease in the time it takes to get to and from the landfill. So we welcome this new road. Also, it being a new road, we don't have the challenges of the narrow winding road that we had before, and this will really aid us in delivering that effective and efficient garbage collection service that we strive to deliver to the residents throughout the state of Grenada.
Speaking to MTV News on Monday, Boyk highlighted some of the challenges encountered previously by solid waste contractors.
Yes, so that road before, it did prove some challenge to our contractors. As you know, it was not only our trucks that used the road, but generally all trucks were required to pass that road. And from time to time, we did have breakdowns. And when there's breakdown on that road, sometimes it keeps the traffic. It keeps the traffic at bay for long periods of time because it's so narrow and so winding. So we did encounter some challenges, but we must commend our garbage collection contractors. They have been delivering a good job. They have been doing a good job so far, ensuring that they can collect garbage on time in a timely manner.
The challenges encountered by contractors also led to an increase in illegal dumping or waste not reaching the landfill. Boyk says, however, he believes they will see a decrease in this practice.
As it regards the illegal dumping, our data has shown us after the collapse of the Molyneux Main Road. We did see a decrease in the amount of trucks coming to the landfill, so we did attribute the increase in illegal dumping due to the collapse of that Molyneux Road. So we are hoping now with this road, given that we are already getting reports from our contractors on the decrease in time to and from the landfill, that it will curb the incidences of illegal dumping we see taking place across Grenada. And also we are calling on homeowners who make use of private waste haulers to be our eyes out there.
For MTV News, Troy.
The beautification initiative launched by government around the Kirani James Boulevard and in the south of the island has caught the attention of the public. And according to the Ministry of Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation, MIT, that ministry has been receiving more requests to see these projects replicated in other parts of the country. Well, over the weekend, our news team caught up with the MIT Minister, Andy Williams, who shared some of the plans for other areas, as we hear now from Donella Holston.
Following the cleanup drive and beautification and transformation initiative being done along the Kirani James Boulevard and the Wall Street area in Grand Anse, there have been many pleas from the public to have other areas looked at. And according to Minister for Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation, Honorable Andy Williams, there are plans in place for other areas. He told our news team that there is a strategy in place.
We engage all the MPs for the different areas, and we ask them to identify area in their constituency that they want to be beautified. What happened after that? We took those areas and we met with TAMCC, the students in TAMCC, and they are working on a design for those areas. The plan is to engage a business community to buy into these plans and to finance these plans, and to put resources into these plans to ensure that the designs become a reality. So you can see this project here moving to St. Patrick's, St. David's, St. John, St. Mark, all over Grenada in a few months. So what we have to say is just to be patient, and you will see it coming to your parish and your constituency soon.
The minister also shared some of the specific areas that are to be targeted.
Part of this project is to clean out the Port Highway, number one. Number two, also to clean up by the stadium area to make it more feasible for selling and so. And number three, we want to visit the market and put some structures into the market so that when people walk in, they can walk freely and let the market serve its purpose. At present, we are working on the Lagoon Road and the Wall Street at the same time. So after we complete those, then we move on to the next stage, right? So yes, we will be looking to do things as quick as possible, but it will be in all good timing, because we don't want to do it too fast and not do it properly.
Minister Williams is urging the people to have a little patience as they transform the different areas around the island. He noted, too, that it remains an inclusive process where everyone will be involved. Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella Hostan.
Grenada's agricultural sector stands to benefit from digital agriculture and innovation initiatives, which will support the implementation of activities to build capacities in the country's agri-food systems. We have more in this report.
The global network of digital agriculture innovation hubs and regional e-agriculture for the Caribbean were launched by the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Fisheries and Cooperatives in conjunction with the Food and Agriculture Organization on Wednesday. This work will support the strengthening of the enabling environment for the adoption of digital agriculture strategies at the national level and to establish a national digital agriculture innovation hub. The inception and work plan validation workshop for the projects was held from March 22nd to March 24th with key stakeholders in attendance. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands, Fisheries and Cooperatives is Aaron Francois.
High incidence of pre-larceny. We have included a component to address pre-larceny using digital technology. We want to go into that in that direction because we believe it can help in a significant way to help cause the incidence of high pre-larceny in Grenada.
Focal point for the project and a computer systems administrator in the Ministry of Agriculture, Kenton Fletcher, says the projects will bring forth the ICT innovation the sector needs.
This project is trying to now get people thinking innovative ideas, also to train people in the usage of digital agriculture. Take, for instance, we want to help farmers do better record keeping. We want to help them in better managing their farms. So these are the issues we're trying to target, and these are the issues we're trying to work with to get the digital agriculture to improve production, so farmers can get easy access to markets.
Project coordinator and FAO's International Value Chain Development expert is Vimaran Extavo.
So we've done some scoping before, and using the opportunity to introduce programs such as innovation hubs, a space where different agricultural connections can be made between different actors, be it a marketing app or be it a farmer registration portal that will strengthen the services of the Ministry of Agriculture.
For MTV News, Troy Gill.
Over 50 residents from the parish of St. Andrew participated in a session on backyard gardening and were also the recipients of seedlings as part of an initiative to promote backyard gardening and increase food security, as we hear from Troy Gill.
The Climate Smart Agriculture and Rural Enterprise Project, or CIEP, in collaboration with the Ministry of Agriculture, conducted a backyard gardening session on nutrition and food security to community members at the Agriculture District Office in Grenville, St. Andrew on Thursday. CIEP coordinator is Kenley Edwards.
So the session today actually was a two-fold session. One on nutrition as it relates to the seedlings that was distributed, but also a food safety and a food security component, which shows the backyarders how to actually grow the crops successfully, but not only that, but also how to take care of it through the extension support that they receive from CIEP, and the way to handle, to prepare the meals to ensure that they're able to get the benefits out of it.
Edwards said this is a continuation of the COVID-19 Backyard Initiative to provide seedlings, tools, and extension support to backyard gardeners to increase food security.
So it's a welcome initiative, and as we said, we'll be rolling it out to other parishes and communities in Grenada through CIEP and the Ministry of Agriculture, just to, if I may say, increase on the food security in the country and to ensure that householders who are home, we're targeting the vulnerable persons in the community, the ageable persons, women, and the unemployed, and the idea is to bring some form of relief to them.
CIEP Extension Assistant is Hortense Philip Charles.
Today we have distributed some crops including cabbage, lettuce, tomato, pak choy. We also did eggplant, and some other seeds was given out to these persons, right? And we will be providing extension support to these backyarders in the areas of pest and disease management, weed control, as well as the crop requirements. We'll emphasize a little more on the crop requirements as well as the agronomic aspects.
This initiative is also geared to reduce or curb the onset of non-communicable diseases and other conditions. For MTV News, Troy Gill.
As Superb distributors celebrate their 5th anniversary, plans are afoot to do much more for the community, specifically for the youth. Now, during a press briefing on Monday, the Superb distributors team shared some of their upcoming plans. We hear more in this report.
Superb Distributors Inc. is celebrating 5 years in business, and to commemorate this anniversary, they will be initiating a Superb Scholarship program, which will see 5 students transitioning from public primary school to public secondary school, benefiting from a 5-year scholarship. Making the announcement on Monday during the company's press conference was owner and manager Kathian Belma.
We will be sending applications to each public primary school on the island, and we would go through a vetting process to determine the 5 children that will be chosen. Applications and supporting letters explaining why we should choose you can be emailed to csr@superbdistributors.com.
Executive Assistant Brittany Tomlinson, shared some of the past initiatives that Superb Distributors Inc. has participated in.
This year, Superb proudly contributed almost $60,000 to primary and secondary school sports. Over the years, Superb has contributed to many other causes, such as Women Empowerment and Development, the YWCA for their Christmas 2022 program, senior and children homes, the community fridge on Morris Bishop Highway, sanitation packages throughout COVID, and we also sent a generous donation to St. Vincent after their devastating volcanic eruption in April 2021.
Speaking more about the anniversary activities, which commenced on Sunday, March 26th, with a Thanksgiving service, was Marketing Manager Cullen Gabriel.
Friday, March 31st, we'll be having our anniversary sale in front of the Esplanade Mall from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. During this sale, one lucky customer will get an opportunity to win a brand new washing machine. On Saturday 29th, we are having a motorcade to ensure we cater for as many customers as possible. We will be stopping at points in each parish so that various mini-marts, small shops, individuals will get to enjoy great deals and special tokens from us.
The team at Superb Distributors Inc. continues to pride themselves on being able to provide quality products at affordable prices. For MTV News, I am Donella Hostin.
Rise and shine. Rise and shine. Rise and shine.
Good morning and welcome to Rise and Shine for today. Tuesday, 28th March 2023. It is always a pleasure to be here with you. I am your host, Oslin Crosby, and today it is going to be another adventurous but informative morning here on Rise and Shine. As we wrap up the third month in the year, it is March, just coming to an end, and it is also the first day of 3-day intercollegiate games at the National Athletic Stadium. I'm sure it's going to be quite competitive. I encourage our students to go out and give your best, be on your best behavior. Please go out there, make your parents proud, also your school proud. And remember yourself. So your actions should be representative of that of a student that I know your principal and teachers would have spoken to, and your parents have also spoken to you. So let's be our best today. We should be getting ourselves ready for the weather this morning, but once the team do have the make the connection with the Met Office, then we will know. We still having some mixed conditions, and I don't think we are making any noise about it. It is beautiful, the mix. Last night we got some rain. I know our farmers are smiling. The plants are also smiling because there's always a difference with what the water pipe can do to what the rain can do. So once we get the Met Office on the line, then we will be going over to them so that we have an idea as to what's going on with our weather. We're in the dry season, and I know some communities have already started having challenges with their water. So ensure that you have that backup supply there to make sure that you can respond. So let's go over to the Met Office now and say good morning to our forecasters. Good morning.
Good morning to you and good morning to the listeners. Here is the weather for today, Tuesday, 28th March 2023. Presently at the airport, conditions are fair. Winds are from the east-northeast at 13 miles per hour. Pressure 1015.4 millibars, which is above normal and rising. Present temperature 25.4 degrees Celsius, relative humidity 72%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 31.0 degrees Celsius, minimum temperature last night 24.2 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, there was 2.1 millimeters of rainfall at the airport, which brings the total for the month to 9.2 millimeters. Looking at the public forecast, valid for today and tonight, and the weather is expected to be generally fair and windy, becoming partly cloudy at times with light isolated showers. Today's maximum temperature is 30.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas moderate to slightly rough, waves up to 8 feet in open waters. A marine advisory is in effect. Tides are currently high and will be low at 1:45 p.m., high again at 8 p.m. Sunset today, 6:19, sunrise tomorrow, 6:07. Again, the weather is expected to be generally fair and windy, becoming partly cloudy at times with light isolated showers. A marine advisory is in effect. From the Met Office, I am Cassia Johnson.
Thank you so much, Cassia. And that's the weather forecast for today. Remember, a marine advisory is in effect. So our seagoers, our marine operators, please be mindful of this. You are going out to sea today, ensure that you put all the safety measures in place to ensure your safe return. And if you do encounter challenges, that you can respond quickly, a response that in the event can help save your life, you and the lives of others. So now let's go over to a word of the day. We often share with students, and this morning it's Serena Paris, a student of the Grand Dance Academy, sharing today's word of the day.
My name is Serena Paris. I am 6 years old. The word for today is happy. Happy is spelled H-A-P-P-Y. I'm happy today. I'm happy today. With Jesus, my Lord, I'm happy today. He washes off my sins away, and that's why I'm happy today. Thank you.
Certainly a soft moment this morning. I'm happy today. Yeah? Happy or word of the day. Remember, as we always say, happiness is not determined by another. Another person can only complement that which exists. If you are not a happy person, you cannot make somebody else happy, and somebody else cannot make you happy. So find your true happiness today. And remember, when the glow comes from the inside, then nothing and no one cannot take off that light. So be happy with you first, and then you will be able to share that happiness with others. The word of the day, happy. Our emergency tip of the day. Tips to set up an emergency fund. Yeah, that's important because oftentimes things, remember that's why it's called an emergency, it can pop up on us. So you always need to be prepared. 1, set up a realistic savings goal. 2, open a savings account. 3, continue to pay your debts. 4, make a budget and track your spending. 5, make an extra payment. And 6, eliminate unnecessary spending. So make an emergency fund today. It is critical. When you need it most, it will come in handy. So you need to do what you need to do and ensure that you are ready for those unexpected events when they do happen. An emergency fund can help change that for you. So that is our emergency tip for today, dealing with finances. Our word of the day, happy, and we heard the weather forecast, yes? Some mixed conditions. Marine advisory is in place, so our seagoers and marine operators, please be mindful of this. It is now 7:44 in the morning. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, it is our hope we can have our first conversation. This morning we're talking to Miss Susan Benjamin Jones, Susan Jones Benjamin, Spices Dance Company. They're talking to us about the Spices Queen Show. That's on May 6th. The UK tour in August. And then we also speak to Miss Trisha Grant Lewis. I'm a participant in the Miss International Elegant Mothers Pageant 2023. So we take a quick break and we come back in a bit.
Easter is coming, and that means it's time to do some spring cleaning. It's time to upgrade and refresh your home today and save up to 30% off store-wide. Change off that old lounge chair, dining room table, or any furniture item now and save big. Plus, shop our large selection of appliances, televisions, and electronics for the biggest deals. No cash, no problem. Shop with Courts Ready Finance and pay $0 for 30 days. And before you check out, don't forget to add extension extended warranty with our Quartz Super Shield product, which will protect your purchase for up to 4 years. This offer is available online at shopquartz.com for a limited time only. Act now before the deals are gone. Conditions apply. Quartz, bringing value home.
Promoters, here is a chance to boost your event or fete with MTV's irresistible television advertising specials. Book now and be wowed with party deals and good advertising coverage. Call our sales and marketing department on 440-8171 or via WhatsApp on 455-5718. You can also send an email at mtvmarketinggd@gmail.com. Terms and conditions apply.
Boy, yo, they gonna fly with kite now. The wind picking up.
I'm coming. Karim, what you doing?
Fly my kite.
Yeah, but not here. You can't fly kite near power lines, boy.
Why not? The wind good.
Because mommy say kite threads conduct electricity.
Yeah, kite. He's right. If your kite gets stuck in power lines, you can cause power outages, or even worse, it can get shocked.
Come, they gonna fly them in the pasture.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Grenlink, energizing our Grenada.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Pump It Up is back. Co-op Bank's Pump It Up Family Fun Walk will be back with a bang in 2023. Get ready to hit the road again for more fun, more smiles, more laughter, and lots of prizes. Join us in Carriacou on Sunday, March 26th at 4 p.m. as we pump it up from the Harveyvale playing field to the Hillsborough playing field. Then on Sunday, April 23rd at 4 p.m., we will make our way to the Grenada National Stadium from Montrouge playing field. Register today at any of our retail banking units with a minimum contribution of $10 to secure your package while stocks last. All contributions collected will go directly to the fund for the re-establishment of the Carlton Home. Come out in your numbers on the journey towards a healthy lifestyle and show your support for this worthy cause. Welcome home.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us. It's now 7:48 in the morning, and it's time now to get into our first interview for the morning. First up, we're speaking with Mrs. Susan Jones Benjamin. Owner, dancer, I think it's safe to call her entrepreneur, of Spices Dance Company. She's also a very, very cultural person. Everybody who knows Susan knows that Susan dances, yes? And everything culture is Susan. Mrs. Benjamin, good morning and welcome to Rise and Shine.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for having me. Morning to all our listeners, whether in Grenada, Carriacou, Petit Martinique, or in the diaspora.
Always a pleasure, always a pleasure. And whenever we get to speak, as I said to Reese the last time, whenever we have an opportunity to speak to, we call them we Western side people, then it's always a pleasure. Yes, it's always a pleasure.
Oh, yes.
Susan, just give us some background on Spices. We know you have been around a long time and have impacted the lives of many young people. Speak to us about the company first, and then we'll get into the upcoming activities.
Okay, thank you very much, and thank you for having me again. Well, we have been in existence for over 20 years, and we have evolved as a company over those years. We started mainly focusing on dance, and we have evolved by doing ballet documentary, ring game documentary, drumming, folk singing, visual arts, theater. So we have involved completely, and even the use of the soft skills. So I've had workshops. So I try to, holistically produce well-rounded citizens, who have come to the Spices Dance Company, and I'm very, very proud of them. We have represented Grenada in the first ever gospel festival in St. Vincent, represented Grenada in Carifesta, and we are looking to go further afield this August in London. So international standards, which we have been invited to Irie Dance Theatre, and so we're looking to travel in London. So I'm very, very proud of the company. I'm very, very proud of the students. They have grown. I've seen growth and development. I've good supported parents. A few who like always there, but the majority, they support, they want best for their children. I want to see them grow and develop, and also want best for them, helping them build their self-character, their self-esteem, their confidence level, so holistically, well-rounded individuals. I want to put out from Spices Dance Company. There was this lady who was in Spices a long time, and she took the dance professionally. She lives in Canada now, so that's what I want for them. We do all genres, but I really focus on Caribbean and folk forms, our Caribbean folk form dances, which I think is very, very important, because anywhere you travel, it's like, okay, sing me a folk song, or what are some of the dances you do? So that is really my emphasis.
Okay. Ms. Benjamin, before we continue, I need you to station your phone just a little bit away from you, because we cannot see you very well. Or your device, either your phone or your computer. Right. That is better. That is better. Now we're seeing you much better. Okay, so you started talking about the tour, and I want us to continue since you started talking about it already. The UK tour coming up. An invitation was extended by Irie, as you said, musical dance theatre, and you'll be going to England. Speak to us about the upcoming trip. Who will be going, and what will you be doing while you're there?
So Irie Dance Theatre has followed Spices. They're aware of exactly what we do, and I had the pleasure of meeting the artistic director. She's Grenadian, Ms. Beverly Glean. It is her company. And when I was given the opportunity on a Commonwealth scholarship to travel to the UK to do my master's in arts administration and cultural policy, we reconnected, and I did my placement there, because we had to find some form of performing arts to do our placement. And God so had it that it was close to where I lived. I lived at Goldsmiths University, and I attended Goldsmiths also. So I did my placement there, and she found out more about Spices. And they have also a young people's, as part of Spices, because she focuses on Black and Caribbean dances. And that's what I focus also on, Black dances, Caribbean dances, Grenadian dances. And she found it very, that we can really, really work together and really, really connect. And, hopefully in the future, I can have some of my students or some Grenadian person who want to, go and study there. I can help them, but that's a long-term plan. If I get scholarship for them or something, that is the vision. Them and Edna Manley College, where I did my undergrad in Jamaica. And it so happened that I thought it would have been Edna first, because seeing that it's closer. But God so have it that it was the UK first. So they have this component of the young people, and they'll be doing a summer workshop. So we're going to be exchanging with them and having workshops along with them, and including the schools around, like Deptford Green and some other schools around that borough, that is New Cross, Deptford borough right there. So we'll be doing that, and also we'll be showcasing. So we are given opportunities not only to showcase our talents and our Grenadian content, but also we'll be having our own show will be traveling around London, showcasing our. So we are like ambassadors for Grenada, showcasing what Grenada has to offer. Our performing arts segment.
Okay, wonderful. That sounds great. How many children will you be traveling with? How many of your dancers will you be traveling with?
It's a mixture of dance and so it's 25 of us.
25, okay.
Because I must bring a drummer, I must bring a guitarist, especially for the folk songs. So yes, so it's 25 of us in all.
Okay. A trip to the UK, that kind of trip, I'm sure it costs, because to leave Grenada and go all the way to the UK with a big team like that, it will be expensive. With this, I know that Spices, I'm sure, is in the process of raising funds and trying to ensure that you do all of that. And I am thinking that it is in this vein that we have an upcoming Queen Show, Spices Queen Show on May 6th. So it gives us an opportunity now to segue into the next event. And speak to us about that Queen Show that's coming up.
Okay, before I fix this Queen Show, I want to really big up Charlene from Paradise Travel. She has really been working with us because I wanted the best deal, knowing that we're not a rich company, we don't really have the money. So I was speaking to both a British Airways agent and a Virgin Atlantic agent, and we really got the best deal from her because she gave not only children tickets and adults tickets, but she also gave young adults tickets. So she broke it down into 3 sections, and I really I'm grateful to Paradise Travel for really working with us, because when she said, oh God, the deadline to pay was the end of February, I'm saying, oh my God, 3,000, what, 2,000, the cheapest is 2,870 for the children, and that's those who are under 12. So I said, oh gosh, please, can we have an extension? Because I know when it comes to Easter, the ticket goes up. Yes. And this is a summer ticket. So she really worked with us, and she's still working, to get a passport information. And some of the kids didn't even have passports. So I said, please try to get the passport in order. It takes 3 days. But of course, again, coming up with the money, and plus also realize, the work and the motivation and that it takes to, motivate not only the children, but even the parents, how exciting and how this is a trip that, of a lifetime. The experience is unmatchable. So, it's really doing all of that. So, the trip now will be in August, the 15th. We leave Carnival Tuesday in the afternoon. Virgin is about 5 p.m., around 5 o'clock there. And we come back on the 25th of August. And so that's where the trip will be. So we have our Queen Show, which is our big Queen Show, and you're correct. We have been doing lots of fundraising. We had a movie night. We had 2 breakfasts. We had a show in December. And we keep trying to fund ourselves, trying to make the money that we can. Cheryl Vincent, who we sang together in Spice Island Youthquake, she opened a GoFundMe page. I think last time I checked was $1,000 and something US. So that has been ongoing. And then the Queen Show now, we really hoping to really make a good. We have a aim that we want to really maybe even surpass at our Queen Show. So we have 6 contestants, and you'll get to meet them on Saturday. There's a lot, and you'll hear their own words about their sponsors and what they're feeling like. So that will be at the Cuthbert Peters Park on the 6th of May, the first Saturday in May, at the Cuthbert Peters Park in Goa from 7:30. And the adult ticket is $15, $15. Children will pay $5 under 12 at the door. So that is what we're putting all our energies into right now until the next event.
Yes, so that sounds like a big one. What are they? Are they adult contestants? Are they children? Who are we looking at in that
Yeah,
crucial.
yeah, they're children. Once you're in school, you're a child or a young adult. Yeah. So it's not adults,
Okay.
but trust me, when you get to meet them and you hear them speak, you'll hear how mature they are. You know how the confidence level. You know, yeah. So it's children.
Okay. As you said, there is a target for that event because it is another of your fundraisers to be able to fund
Yes,
the trip
it
in
is.
August. Moving such a big team and leaving on quite an interesting day. I'm sure it's an exciting summer event for the little ones that are going and they are counting down. I'm sure that the term and the months cannot pass fast enough. But along with it, I know that it is also an opportunity for you to be able to give them, to expose them to culture, to a culture that they don't know. And at the end of the day, with the hope that it can broaden how they think and how they see life and can also propel them.
Definitely. And I'm sure they'll be making contacts with the other dancers in London. You know, and they'll keep in contact, especially now with the social media age that we are in. It's easy for FaceTime and for Facebook and, you know, and WhatsApp and all these areas. I must say that I have to thank we have Honorable Karen James. She came and did a session with us. She is also a member of Spices. I don't want to say past, although her portfolio is very busy now and hectic, but her love for pageantry, she has come to share that with the kids. So the walks and the poses, she has done a session with that, and hopefully she'll come back. But she did promise to come back again, and I know that she will fulfill her promise. And then we have Mr. Kenroy Batiste, who is coming to do a session on public speaking with them. He has been a very good supporter of Spices over the years. He has hosted many of our shows, and he will be hosting the Queen Show also on that day. But he's coming and do public speaking with them because I want them really to be, you know, eloquent, to be able to speak properly, to articulate, and to answer the questions. And we'll be giving them lots of questions before to prepare. And it would not be, you know, simple questions. It'd be questions for them to really think and ponder, you know, how they can make a contribution to their society and to their community where they live. So it will be, you know, questions around climate change and what would you do, you know, if you know, you were crowned Spicy Queen and, you know, these sort of questions. There are lots of ills going on in our society that we need to, you know, ask questions and hear how the young people think and how what would they like to see in the community. Maybe if they were, you know, a minister or a parliamentary rep, you know, something along those lines. We have lots of issues with climate and, you know, drugs and, you know, crime and violence, gun violence, and you know, to hear their thinking. So he's coming to do a session with them also.
Okay.
I must big up Mr. Bido, who is going to provide the travel wear for them.
Oh.
You know, I showed him and he saw the hood. He saw the hood. He's like, "Why a hood?" I said, "Mr. Bido, they're going to be cold." Coming from Grenada, even though it's summer, and the seasons changes quite quickly in the UK.
Yes.
So I said, that's why they need a hood. They're going to be cold, you know, and, you know, we have really people that are coming on stream. I'm still waiting for some of the persons who have written to, you know, no amount is too small for us, you know, like they say, one cocoa fill basket. So we need all the help we can get. So I'm waiting for sponsors to really articulate and said, you know, we're going to be helping you. So I'm already waiting for that. We also have an ongoing raffle, and the persons really sponsored all the prizes, you know. So we have a day pass from True Blue, we have a day pass from Sandals, we have an electric kettle, a blender, a fan. You know, I will give you more details on Saturday because I know we have an interview with the names and all that. But yeah, we're really trying to make it work. We're trying to make it happen because we know that it is not a matter of profit, but the what you instill and what the opportunities you give young people to really go out and showcase who they are and represent Grenada is much less than money. Money cannot buy those experiences, those kind of collaborations, So I'm really looking forward, and that's what I want to give the young people, that experience and that exposure, that, circumstances around you doesn't define who you are.
Nope,
You can reach whatever you want to, wherever you want to reach, whatever level, whatever standard, especially now in this era of, computers. There isn't any way that you can dream big and just go after what you really, really want to do. Once it's something positive and, something life-changing, they know that I will support them.
I think you beat me to it, because I was about to ask you about the impact on our young people. We know that oftentimes, yes, as everybody else, as adults, we sometimes get it wrong, and they are usually criticized for everything that is wrong. It does not mean that they are all wrong. All we need to do is continue to provide guidance, and I think Spices Dance Company is one of the platforms, one of the places, one of the organizations that gives them an opportunity to express themselves. They do so through dance, they do so through culture, and we know that it makes a difference. And I want to continue to encourage you to give them that avenue. 20 years in existence, you have changed many lives, I'm sure, and will change many more, and will continue to keep others on the straight and narrow, but not necessarily straight and narrow, but give them that alternative that we know is a positive one. We need a lot more of these for our young people now.
Definitely. And when I hear them, I listen to them speak and what they're thinking and where they want to go. They have plans, they have ideas, but it's just to nurture. It's about nurturing the young people. I don't blame the young people, because some of our adults are not good examples, and they're just a reflection of what's happening in society. So that's why since I was a classroom teacher, encourage your children, speak words, positive words to them, hug them, love them, kiss them, tell them, you are my star. Don't use obscenities, don't abuse them verbally. You're no good, you this, you that. You hear some parents that do speak to the children like that. So that's why I have to always be the one encouraging them, motivating them. And we do start with prayer. Even though it's not a whole section of singing, but we do sing, we do pray before we start. That is something I want to really, encourage them. The spiritual aspect of their lives, very, very important. For them to really trust God in everything, all their plans, all their decisions. God is the one that has the final say in everything, every aspect of their life. So I do, even just Sunday gone, we were in the Open Bible Church. We worship together. So it's not only about fellowship, it's not only about coming to the dance studio, but it's also about worshiping together, which transcends into everything else that you do. So then you'll have tolerance, and you'll have patience for persons, and you'll love persons even though they treat you wrong or they treat you bad, or you'll be able to apologize when you do hurt somebody. So it's all of that I'm trying to instill in them, because most of them they don't have that at home. So Sunday we were at the Open Bible Church in Guelph, and we try to worship every quarter.
Okay.
You song.
because it is usually an element that is forgotten, and I think we can all agree that is how we grew up. There must be a mix of spiritual, the cultural, the social aspect. It makes a comprehensive person. We cannot omit it. It's very important.
Very much so. Very much so.
It is. So Mrs. Benjamin, we really do wish you the best, you and the team. The road to the UK trip, I think that is what we can all call it, because it is the big one for this year. And I know you have been planning it for a while. I see this, I'm sure that you would have seen this happening since you were in the UK study when you were doing your master's, that you would have an opportunity to bring your team there so that you can expose them. So we know that this one is long in coming. So this is a big one for you.
Yes, it is. It is. It is. And I'm happy of the person I am and the opportunities that, that I had. I sang in Spice Island for 10 years. We did England, Ireland, Scotland. I have persons in the States, it's just getting the visa. That might be the next trip. I have links in Canada, so my travels, my experiences, my connections, I keep with people because, I love people. So, these are what are the opportunities I'm passing on to them because I want growth for myself and development, and that's what I want for the children. So all my links and all my contacts, I have a WhatsApp group chat, and it was one of my past dancers, and they name it Original Spice Dancers. I said, okay, don't be jealous. I have enough love for everybody. So they linked me up because I was wondering what number was that, and that was Sierra, and who is in the army, and she set up the chat. So I have a group chat with my first set of dancers, and we keep in contact, and they do support. They bought T-shirts when we were celebrating because it's 23 years now, I think, that we are. So it was the 20th anniversary. They bought T-shirt and they do support, So yeah, that's I want to give others that opportunity that I had and more. And I always tell them, you have to be better than me. And they're like, Miss, how to better than I said, yes, because you started to dance way younger than I did when I was in Jamaica. I was older than some of my teachers because I did a whole 10 years in Anglican school teaching before I went to study dance. So, I had to really, really, really work hard. So I said, you have to be better than me, your teacher.
Okay. Wonderful.
Yeah.
I think that is what it's all about, being a teacher. You don't make students to meet you, but you make students to far surpass you, make them even much better than you are.
Exactly.
Well,
and they have to take over because look at Tessa. I taught Tessa Richardson in school, and she is my, when I go and study or when I took her break, she's the one that continued, and she's married with 3 children. So that's why I always tell them I'm a mother and I'm a grandmother. Lisa Alexander used to come up every Saturday also to teach. We dance years in Finiway together.
Okay.
And these are the persons that will also be going on the trip with me.
Right. Well, that's great. So it means that there is a succession plan in place. You are building capacity to ensure that Spices Dance Company continues to be alive. Well, Mrs. Benjamin, we do wish you and the team the very best. Queen Show on May 6th at the Cuthbert Peters Park in St. John. Spices Queen. It starts at 8 in the evening, and it's going to be a beautiful evening.
It's going to be a beautiful evening with elegance and poise, and I'm really excited about it.
All right. And we know if it's one thing, you're coming from the right community, the community that supports everything and everyone. We know people, once the children are there, the parents will be there to support. The extended family will be out at a Cuthbert Peters Park.
Of course.
To ensure that we support the little ones. So to you and the team, Ms. Benjamin, we do wish you the very best, a successful trip in August. I'm leaving on Carnival Tuesday to come back just before school reopens, but I'm sure the young ones would enjoy it. And to all that can support, the GoFundMe page is up. You can call Ms. Benjamin, and she'll be willing, and she's, as you said, nothing is too small in ensuring that we make this event a very, very successful one.
Yes, thank you very much for having me, and I'm looking forward to seeing you or whoever it is from MTV on Saturday, to where you get to meet the Queens. I told them about the interview already, and they're really, really excited about it.
Okay, wonderful.
So thank you very much.
You're most welcome. Thank you so much, Ms. Benjamin. And have a wonderful day yourself. Thank you again.
Okay.
That was Ms. Susan Jones Benjamin, owner, proprietor of Spices Dance Company. That's a dance company in St. John. They are preparing for the Spices Queen show on May 6th. And also that big UK trip, UK tour come August 25, a team of 25. There was an invitation was extended by Irie Dance Theatre in the UK. And she will be bringing that team over there. Young people mixed with some of the instructors will also be there, so some of the adults will also be there. And it is going to be quite an exchange of dance techniques, cultures, and so among the Grenada, England. It is going to be a beautiful one. If you can support, please do so, as it will be a wonderful, wonderful experience for our young ones. It's now 8:15 in the morning. We're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we speak to Miss Trisha Grant Lewis, Miss International Elegant Mothers Pageant participant for 2023. She'll be speaking to us about her participation, what are the plans, expectations, and as always, what we can really look forward for Miss Grant. Miss Grant is no stranger to the big stage, a designer. She is one of our local designers and always in the forefront when it comes to that of our models also. So we are looking forward to that second conversation when we come back after the break with Miss Grant. We'll be back shortly.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business.
For your education.
For your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Larry, I love the new home. Did you remember the tips we discussed?
As a matter of fact, they were very helpful. We always follow the manufacturer's guidelines, check for damaged cords, turn off electrical equipment before cleaning, and we never overload sockets.
And we always use a licensed electrician for electrical work and a certified technician for repairs.
Grenlink, energizing our Grenada.
Promoters, here is a chance to boost your event or fete with MTV's irresistible television advertising specials. Book now and be wowed with party deals and good advertising coverage. Call our sales and marketing department on 440-8171 or via WhatsApp on 455-5718. You can also send an email at mtvmarketinggd@gmail.com. Terms and conditions apply.
From the farm to the store to your home. Supporting farmers, catering for your needs. The Food Fair Supermarket provides fresh fruits and vegetables from its 2 convenient locations for over 5 decades. The Food Fair Supermarkets, where you can fill your baskets without emptying your pockets.
Rise and shine.
Welcome back. Thank you so much. It is now 18 minutes past 8 o'clock in the morning. So now it's time for us to go over to our second interview for this day. Now we're speaking to Miss Trisha Grant Lewis, participant in the Miss International Elegant Mothers Pageant 2023. Miss Grant Lewis, Trisha, good morning and welcome to Rise and Shine.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
It is always a pleasure. It is always a pleasure. And this morning, I think it is our cultural morning because first we spoke to Miss Susan Jones-Benjamin about her upcoming Queen Show and the trip to the UK with her dance company. And now we're speaking to another creative, which is I think it's wonderful because now we speak to, you will be one of the participants in the Miss International Elegant Mothers Pageant 2023. Trisha, speak to us first about the pageant. Where is it? What is it about? Who are some of the other participants? Give us some background first to the competition, and then we would get into some of your offerings because we know that you are a true creative.
Well, thank you very much. Good morning, viewers. Again, thank you so much for having me on the platform. I really appreciate it. So the competition, it is been held in St. Martin this year. The phenomenal thing about that is next year, provided I come back home with the crown this year, we get the opportunity to host this pageant here in Grenada. So I am really looking forward to that. And it's really, it's part of the reason I've been driven, so hard at this. And so there originally have been, as far as the last update, 12 countries competing. Mm-hmm. This is a mother's empowerment platform. What the committee did was They created this platform based on certain findings and issues that we face as women, mothers, and just whole parenting arena on a whole. And so in the form of fashion, of course, and pageantry, they've come up with this really great idea, you know, for the competition. And that's sort of where it started. Also, the director of the board, he shared a bit of story when I had reached out to him, and I wanted to know, you know, what pushed him to doing this. And he, you know, pretty much said to me, he had a very strong mother. He came from a family of 8. And so he sounds really very passionate. And I think what he saw is this was a way for him to honor not just his mothers, but mothers throughout the world, hence for the international platform.
Okay.
Again, there are so many issues affecting us as women, not just regionally, but when you look at globally what's going on, when you look at abortion rates, when you look at the break in the home, and you have organizations, government persons, businesses, you know, we're all trying to help. But if we don't get to the root of the problem, Ms. Crosby, and the root of the problem, I'm sorry, we have to take the blame. And I'm saying this holistically right across the board. Because I wasn't the perfect parent. I don't think that there ever be a perfect parent. However, we have failed our children. And some of us, maybe not that much. However, you know, we can use that not much, you know, experience and try to help the ones who are really paralyzed. And so you have that in society, and children are growing up in very dysfunctional homes. They know what they want. This is something I've come to realize about this generation. The children knows what they want and they know what they don't want. What they're not able to do is assess, how do I get it? How do I bring myself? And what in doing the research, what I've seen is there's a lot of psychological trauma. And so everything, just this toxic way of life has become so normal. And as parents, we really need to accept the fact that, look, we failed, but we're not going to give up. It's not over until it's over. And so this is one of the reasons, among many reasons, Ms. Crosby, that this pageant platform really got to me, because I'm a mother of 7, and children has been something I've always looked forward to. Even when I was doing my thing back in the day, I remember one of the questions always being, you know, can you see yourself being a mom? And I would always say, yes, I want 5 to 7 children. And, you know, God bless. Yeah. Well, if I can have 12, I welcome it. I really love parenting.
Okay.
I grew up in a home where there was so much love. And I have been blessed with a phenomenal husband as well, who, you know, has also shown me that quality. I remember my dad saying to me, when you grow up and you find a husband, make sure he can give you a bit more than I gave you, and not just financially I'm talking about. So, you know, my husband, which for me as a married person, he provided a very fertile platform. And so that even helped me to grow more as a mother. And even for those who are not married, even if it's your sister or a friend who's providing that platform, the point is, we need people there who are going to help us grow as parents. Because believe it or not, you know, one of the questions I get a lot is, how do you do it? Honestly, Ms. Crosby, I just do it when the time comes. I cannot tell you there is this magical portion. I just know, look, you got to do this.
Yeah.
And so this is one of the reasons I was really drawn to the platform. Another thing is the level of creativity that these individuals have put into the planning. Oh my goodness, honey, it is off the chain. And what this is what makes it really unique. And I'm not just saying this because, you know, it's probably the right thing to say for marketing purposes, but this show is structured in such a way that the creativity is tied into motherhood. So literally every single piece of outfit we wear on that night has to tell a story about motherhood. And it's easy to go on stage, you know, and slay any outfit. Any designer can do that. But, you know, it's a challenge when there's like what you call the Sunday best. Your Sunday best has to reflect something about motherhood. Your evening gown, your cultural wear, there's heritage wear, which is a bit different from the costume. So they basically want this piece to represent an aspect of motherhood. And so I'm really looking forward to that, and really listening to the stories from the women, because I'm sure we almost share the same stories, although we're divided by borders and, you know, ethnic backgrounds and whatnot, passports. I believe as women, Ms. Crosby, we share almost the same stories. So I'm really looking forward to the mothers. I'm looking forward to the journey, and I'm really grateful to be sharing this experience with Grenada, because when we posted the picture, I did not expect to get the love and the support from my people. I want to say thank you so much. It was such a breath of fresh air. And the confidence, the level of confidence, it really did inspire me. And I want my nation to know this. I am grateful for the impact you have made in helping me really get grounded in my fashion journey as a designer, and even doing this at this age.
Yeah. Trisha, you have said a lot, and a lot of things that needs to be said, I must add. And you are right. You are right. We get it wrong. Parenting is not about perfection, but it's about being there. Yeah. It's about not giving up, and it's about moving. Just keep doing what you do. I always say that as mothers, there is no way to describe being a mother. There is no way to describe doing what we do. And all our stories are the same. All our stories are the same. We can speak to the hard time, we can speak to the good times, we can speak to the lack of support, we can speak to the support. All of it resonates to that of mothers. But what I do enjoy, though, is the objective behind this, behind the Queen Show. You know, it is often taken for granted that a woman will do it. It is how she was designed, and she will just get through it. Women do have challenges. Women do have challenges a lot. And while some of us may be able to take a lot more than others, we have to also figure out how we empower ourselves. Not just because we need to stop pulling each other down. And as mothers, it's important that we share stories. Because, and I think the challenge that we have now, you just spoke about the love and the support that you were given, that you saw when the poster was shared on social media. I think social media now is a mother's biggest challenge in growing our children. And because of this, it means that we must band together so that we can help others that may not be as strong as some may be, because it is a challenge and our children need that guidance. But mind you, they expect us to also fight for them. But some mothers give up, and that is where we lose it.
I quite agree with you. The social media, and you know, COVID really strengthened that a lot with the kids having to be home. And at the time, I mean, I think some parents actually saw that it was going to really backfire. Even teachers saw that, but at the time we didn't have a choice. What I can tell you though, as parents, you just have to be on it. And it has been a major challenge, not just the content, but the children's psychological behavior, the way they're speaking to one another, the things they're doing that they weren't. And I was, at least with COVID, we were able to see these changes, you know, so at least we had that advantage. However, you said something that is quite correct. If we band together, and thank God because of the same social media, if we band together, you know, for those who are weak, you know, when they fall out, we just, the strong ones are on that battlefield. When the others can wake up and move again, so be it. And also tracing back to something you said earlier, it's about each one being there for one another, not comparing, not deciding, oh, well, something I've realized early in my marriage is, you know, there could never be.
Ooh, I think we have lost the connection there with Ms. Grant. I'm sure she will come back on. She just disconnected there. But we were having that conversation with Ms. Trisha Grant Lewis. She's a participant in the Miss International Elegant Mothers Pageant 2023. As she said, it will be held in St. Martin this year. And it is a pageant that was designed. The person who came up with this beautiful idea to host this pageant. The source is that of the love for his mom. Yes, and also showing the challenges that mothers go through, but still, some would stand and keep going through. And it is also one that gives women an opportunity to come together and build on the positives of motherhood, but also identifying the weaknesses that you may possess as a mother, but finding reasons to keep going, which is very, very critical in this. And this show will be held in St. Martin. And as Ms. Grant Lewis said, if she is successful in winning the competition, then Grenada will be the host next year. I think it is a wonderful event from what we have heard from her so far. Also identifies some of the challenges of being a mother. You cannot relate unless you are. And remember, to be a mother does not mean that you, simply because you bore children. There are people who raise children and they do a magnificent job. They are mothers, yes? And we will not run from the fact, because some may be blessed to bore them, to bore children, while others have that unique opportunity to raise them. It is a similar one. You create bonds, you build bonds with children, with that child that can never be severed. And remember, care has nothing to do with carrying them in your womb. they are outside and you are providing that care and protection and love to them, they will respect and treasure you for the rest of their lives. So it has nothing to do with boring them. Yes, it's an important part. You get that experience. You get to create that connection from the womb, but it in no way limits a woman who raises a child as her own to not be the mother. And I think it's important as a society that we accept this. Yes, we have to. In addition to that, acceptance is another critical part, because you may not have a child and a child may come into your life. Remember, children are innocent beings. We love them, we care them, no matter from whom they come from. Be a parent always. Be a parent always. Ms. Grant is back with us, so let's go back into that conversation. We see that I know that the connection seemed to be a bit of a challenge this morning, but let us go back into that conversation. You were speaking to us, we were sharing just about the time that we went off, just talking about the importance of supporting and banding together as mothers so that we can help each other through the very tough times, and how this pageant help. The intention is to help mothers get through the many challenges, because I think we would all accept this, that as mothers, the task is daunting. It is quite challenging, and to just have that opportunity to be, for you, for example, Ms. Grant, that used to be a model, took part in several Queen shows, a designer, to get to go back on the stage after birthing 7 children. I think to you, it's going to be quite a nostalgic moment.
Actually, yes. Just to tie up the conversation before with the social media, which is something that's now added to us as parents, having to deal with that challenge. But the one thing about our nation is we're small, so we do stand a fighting chance. And just being able to be there to reach out to one another and help each other, and then you have the same social media platforms we can reach out to using that. And yes, it is quite a bit of a roller coaster ride for me, I must admit. However, because in terms of the competition, because I would have that experience, I said on the other platform, it's kind of like going back to school again with all that knowledge, and so I actually look forward to it. The kids and my husband are very participative in, helping me get things together, get my mindset up there. And so it's not as challenging in that area. However, the challenge is being able to get persons, organizations, and I'm not saying there's any specific reason for this not happening, is to understand the importance of this platform and not just look at the pageant, however, look at what it provides for us in the long run.
Yes, and there will be a call, or rather you will need that support from, well, not just from especially the business community, because for you to prepare for this event, I'm sure that it will be, for one, you have to travel to participate, and 2, when you go there, you're representing Grenada, because it is an international competition. So you're representing, you are an ambassador going out there and representing and flying our flag very, very high. So far, how has your preparations been coming along? And what are some of the different categories that will be covered in that Queen Show? I'm sure some people may be wondering, all right, so it's a mother's event. Will there be a case where, how covered will our moms be? Will it be our usual or original categories in Queen Show? What will it be like in staging of that pageant?
A study. Okay, so yes, let's touch on the categories. There are a number of categories, actually a little bit more than the average Queen Show.
Okay.
It's a very modest platform, and really, funny, it actually, I gravitated to it because what I'm seeing is, because being a designer and being from that world, I'm seeing the destruction fashion can cause and what it is doing to our society. So the fact that they're trying to curb that using this platform, kudos to them, and I endorse it completely. It doesn't mean to say I will not wear a sexy dress, but I believe there is a time and a place for everything. And as the scriptures normally highlight, I am my brother's keeper, and you try not to have anyone stumble, maybe because of a personal choice. So the show itself, it's very conservative by nature, but I think that's why they place so much emphasis in the creative section of it. So we have, and I'm so looking forward to this, the Sunday best. So the whole concept of this is what the mothers would have probably worn or will wear today to go to the church and whatnot. And as much as you know, you look at all these movies and all these old time, and you see the hats and the gloves, and I am looking forward to this part as well. And again, it has time to a mother's prayer, which is the theme of the show. Then we have what we call a cultural heritage wear, and this again has to depict an aspect of motherhood in your island, something in your country that you can wrap the story around motherhood. And again, they're judging a lot on the creativity. I mean, they're actually bringing in judges to go backstage and look at how it's done, what is done, your craftsmanship. And so I'm really looking forward to that. And then you have the, of course, we have the evening wear section. And I cannot wait for that. I am this is probably my most favorite part, because the storyline wrapped around it is phenomenally inspirational. Not just the fact that I'm displaying it in an entertaining setting, but what it really did to me. You know, I get to share what really inspires me. And of course, we have the, which was the part I missed, talent section. Again, what the committee had expressed is that anybody can sing really well or you can dance really well. This is not what this is about. It's how powerful of a message you can send through entertainment. So whether it's the music, yes, how diverse, your mic is mute, how diverse you can be, how creative you can be in that segment. And it's basically everything is a 3-minute platform. We have to express all of that. And of course we have to deliver a speech. It's called A Mother's Prayer. And in that speech, it's pretty much what we have to, you know, where you have like your introduction speech and you talk about your island and stuff. Here is where we have to speak about a mother, what that really means, a mother's prayer and whatnot. However, because the show has so much persons and they didn't want to miss any of the segment, they have decided to do a preliminary night. So it's the night before, where we'll be displaying our cultural wear. And what we have to do, it's called, there's a section, it's an all-white gala fashion show. So we have to create a really creative white outfit, every contestant, and we'll be doing a fashion show. And I believe there's a question segment as well. But the marks, the decision will not be handed down until the actual night of the show. Right, so that is pretty much what's happening in terms of the internal structure of the show and what's going to happen on the night of the show and whatnot. I can't hear you. Your voice.
Okay. Yeah. Having background in this, in queen shows and so on, pageantry, what do you think your chances are going into the competition? Also knowing possibly some of the other contestants, what do you think your chances are going in? What? I don't think you heard me. What do you think your chances are going into the competition?
Oh, I stand a very good chance of bringing that crown home, Miss Crosby. There is no doubt about that in my mind. I know, you know, and I'm sitting across my platform. Yes, I know it's competitive talk, but believe me, I'm going for my crown. That's my crown, and I'm going there to get this for my people. That's how I see it.
I love that attitude. I love that attitude. That way, there is no way that you would not be coming back with it. And of course, we know that you have an edge because you have experience in this field. Yes.
I think I'm going into this show with a lot of edges, actually. The experience, the fact that I'm a designer, I'm designing stuff, you know. I mean, and the people are so supportive. So I'm really going into this, and the passion, love, the motherhood, it really speaks to me. And this is what is driving me. You know, initially, it was just the competition. You know, I want to crown, I want to win. But really now, it is the actual vision that, you know, I'm seeing where this platform can lead, what we can do for our women, especially in the creative sector. And how we could use fashion to take back what was being stolen from us.
Yes, I can hear the passion in your voice as you share on it. When will be the event? When will be the event?
The event is carded for the 13th of May. The preliminary night is the 12th of May, and that's in St. Martin. Hopefully, the committees, they're making a decision whether they're going to stream. If not, what we're trying to do is to go over with someone, you know, our own social media and have that stream, because I really want my people, not just in Grenada, but scattered throughout the world, to be a part of this event. You know, I want them to walk through this with me. So You know, maybe I was listening to Miss Benjamin. Miss Benjamin, congratulations as well. You're doing a phenomenal job. It's really amazing. And what it is we're trying to get people to understand, and I think this goes right across any creative platform, is I know we're here to entertain. Like I said to most people, I love my natural self, right? And any opportunity I have, I like to express that I'm very comfortable. But at the same time, I respect my viewers. I know they know I'm a designer, so they're expecting to be entertained. And they understand when I get the hair done and the makeup, it's all entertainment. And so what I'm really grateful about with this platform, it gives me and it gives my people, you know, the opportunity to understand that and see the realness of this whole camera, lights, action world. And preparing for a pageant, it's like preparing to give birth. This is no joke. It is serious. It is highly competitive. You have to be very disciplined. You have to be able to work well with other people. You have to be very much able to follow instructions. You have to be well read, because for me, I'm not just representing, you know, oh, this little fashion designer, cute, you know, young. I am now representing a throng of women, mothers, business women, mothers in the home, young women who will become mothers someday, and even, you know, some of the elder mothers who probably didn't get it right, who got it right, and, you know, they just want to help. I'm now in that position where I am representing all of these women. And that speaks a volume to me, Ms. Crosby. Yes. I'm not taking this lightly. On this part of the pageant, I'm not taking it lightly. So it's on May 13th. And the preliminaries on May 12th. Hopefully we will have some information if it's going to be streamed live. If not, we're going to see what we can do from our end to really have Grenada be a part of the actual event, not just, you know, the end product.
Okay. I think that sounds good. We will be looking forward to seeing your offerings, because we know that you will be wowing us. You will be throwing us right off the boat, because it is what you do. You have never ever suppressed that creative in the past, that creative side of you, and now that you have a platform to show it to the world, I think this is the break that you have always been looking for. Go out there, be your best. We are behind you. I think you know that we are supporting you, all of us. The whole of Grenada, we are supporting you, and we've been looking forward. We're waiting for you to come back. We've been meeting on the airport with the crown, because we know that you will be coming back with it. Yes, we have to. I think it is time that we start attracting and asking for the things that we want out of the universe. We cannot go in doubt and expect to get positive returns. We have to go in positive, and then it will be able to attract it.
What I do love about my country is that, you know, we like to we have a spirit of excellence. That's it. And you see that right across the board, from sports, culture, education, tourism. And, you know, I'm kudos to us, because we're called a third world country, which I always think is an understatement. But that spirit of excellence is something that we are proud to carry. What I will say at this point, though, in order to get that product, my creativity, my experience, the people love, we need the financial backing. And to be quite honest, the sponsors are very slow. Ms. Benjamin was mentioning something a minute ago. This is no joke. One ticket is $1,100 US, and we need something like 5 tickets pretty much. We need our team to go out there. I will not want to go to St. Martin, and God bless it. It's a beautiful place. I've been there before, participated in pageants before there. I'm sure there's creative people, but I want my team, I want my Grenadian people to be out there with me, doing my hair, my makeup, my talent, which is something that it's going to highlight children. I'm actually using my past as a guideboard to it, because I was very much of an introvert, highly misunderstood. I had a very traumatic childhood. I can only speak about this now. It was not pretty, Ms. Cosby, and parents and teachers and society need to understand how that affects a child. This is your life, and this is their life, and death. You're literally, people don't understand how powerful words can be, and the concept even behind the talent, it is so phenomenal, but we do need the financial support. I mean, St. Martin is not a cheap place. Carrying out an A-team is definitely not something that's going to be inexpensive. And as much as I'm doing most of my pieces, we still need the money. I've also reached out to some younger designers, because I have gotten so much attention. I figured as much, you know, after speaking to our team, let's share this. And it's also a way to show people, look, we can meet the younger generation on the half, or even the older. We can all come together. There is an entire world out there. We need to stop being so fearful of each other's talent. So I've reached out to a few young designers. I'm so looking forward to the pieces. Again, I didn't ask them to give it to me. I don't think that would have been something where you inspire somebody to go and do what you're doing because it's worth it. This is something that we offered to pay. We're looking for sponsors to pay these persons so that instead of going and buy something in a store that has a label made in China, I'm going to go out there. And I don't know how this is going to happen, Miss Crosby, but I am determined to go out there and every single piece of outfit or, accessories I can rock that my people have made. I want to do this. Bags, you look at there's people who's getting into shoes. The creative sector has gotten so diverse, and this is a perfect opportunity. As opposed, there's nothing wrong with the brands. But you look at so many people saying, support our culture, do this for nation building, whatnot. And they're the ones who go in and shop in the high-end spaces overseas. And, they're rocking the brands and they're so proud. I'm a Grenadian. Come on, guys, wake up. Like, seriously, I said it. I really said it. Wake up and endorse our people, endorse the creativity, inspire them, buy something from them. Send something that will help them, whether it's a glue gun or a scissors or, something. And so this is what all of this is about for me, Ms. Crosby. Yeah. So I'm really appealing to the business community. Please let us come together. The governments can only do so much, and we know that. But it is our jobs as individuals, especially as mothers, to do what we can for the next person we meet. And this is the perfect opportunity to just look at pageantry and deal with it in a very real way that it can actually help heal the fabrics of time.
Yes. I don't think you have said it. You have said it and said it well. Ms. Grant, we really do want to wish you the very best out there. We are supporting you. May 13th, right? May 13th. The preliminaries on the 12th of May. Yes. So May 13th out there in St. Martin. And the support, again, is needed from the business community. I'm sure you have engaged people. If you have, please respond to the call. It is a call with purpose and a call. Ms. Grant is representing Grenada. She is an ambassador, and we have to band together to do this one. We have to make this one happen. But more so, I want to say thank you so much to you for coming on this morning. Quite an inspiring interview this morning. The pageant, the background behind it, the reason why you participate, the passion that you bring, but more so you're creative. And I can see that it has helped you in so many ways that saying just from the interview, I think I have recognized a lot. But it's wonderful. I think we need a lot more women like you to speak out, to be that voice, be that advocate for mothers, for women, because everybody don't have that voice. Everybody don't have that. They cannot express themselves that way. There's only some people that are able to do it that way. But who can? You do it for those who cannot. And I think that's important as we move forward. When we celebrate women, celebrate all of us, our strengths, our weaknesses, but more so, help us to identify what they are, but make us better people. Once we do that, then it means that we are empowering each other.
Exactly. And just one thing before I leave, I'd like to leave with this almost last statement. We have a GoFundMe. We've resorted, of course, to doing a GoFundMe just in case, as I said, I'm going to fight this to the end. So please go out there, share the GoFundMe, any small donation, get your friends, your family abroad to do the same thing. We really would appreciate it. And just for, to the sponsors, there's one out there, particularly in New York, the Past Teachers Association. I may have not gotten the full length of that, the entire wording right, but it's the Past Teachers Association in New York. They have also been a sponsor, and they are one of the first set of people who came on board, and I am so grateful. And that really helped motivated me, because when I saw that organization, endorse this, it meant a lot to me because of the education and the fashion and the wedge that has been in that for so long. But I'm seeing that with an organization like this took an interest in something like this, it really gave me hope. So please, I just want to say thank you there as well to that entire team. I will be having a conversation with them very soon, and please support the GoFundMe. And just special thanks to everyone, all the platforms who've allowed me to be here to express, about the show, my feelings. I'm really grateful up at this point, my family and my team. And thank you also, Rise and Shine.
You're most welcome, Ms. Grant. It was a pleasure speaking with you this morning, and we wish you the very best. A successful one. The crown we're bringing back to the Spice. So next year we will be hosting the Miss International Elegant Mothers Pageant 2024.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. That was Ms. Trisha Grant Lewis, participant in the Miss International Elegant Mothers Pageant 2023, happening on May 13th, 12th, and 13th out there in St. Martin. A call for help, financial support to ensure that this has happened. Some entities have supported so far, but if you are listening and you can do so, please make contact. There's a GoFundMe page. Please do so. We are helping our creatives. As she rightfully said, the creative industry have become very, very diverse. And I think we understand that also with government's new thrust in this sector, ensuring that our skilled people are never forgotten, but are on the forefront to ensure that we propel, give them opportunity and the support that they need to become even greater. The creative industry is one of our very, very lucrative. It's a new and emerging market that's extremely lucrative, and it is time that we tap in, but not just tap in, but support our creatives who are involved in there. So that's where we say goodbye for today. It's now 8:51 in the morning, 9 minutes moving up to 9 o'clock. It is that time. Remember, it's day one of Intercall. Please, students, go. They have a good time. Our guest this morning is Susan Jones Benjamin, Spices Dance Company. Remember, they also have a Spices Queen show on May 6th and the UK tour coming up in August. And then we have Miss Trisha Grant Lewis preparing for that big international Elegant Mothers pageant out there in St. Martin. And let's support our creatives, please. It was quite a creative morning here on Rise and Shine. Let us support our people. Let us move them forward. Let's encourage them. Yeah? Let's encourage them to do their best. So, as you go on out there today, or children go into the stadium, remember your best behavior. Be your best. Each day, be a better version of yourself. Remember, start with you, and then it will be extended to your family, and then your school, and also, by extension, Grenada, your community. Do your best. Be your best. You are wonderful. You can be. You are great. We would not only look at the downsides, we need to encourage more of the positives. You are an exceptional person. Continue to be wonderful. So that's where we say goodbye for today. Elton, thank you so much. Tanya, to my team here, Extended Family MTV, thank you so much for a wonderful, wonderful program. We'll see you again on Thursday morning right here on Rise and Shine as we wrap up the month of March. We are counting down the final days. Please be safe. Remember, safety is an individual's responsibility. You cannot see danger, jump in it and expect to be safe. No. Make that right decision today. You want to be safe? Make the right decisions. Don't leave it to chance. Don't live on the edge. Because if you live on the edge, you know what will happen. Eventually, you will fall over. The middle of the road is available. The other side that's a lot safer is available. But it's up to you to make that choice today. Hazel, happy belated birthday to you. I do hope that you enjoyed it. You enjoyed that day on Sunday. Blessings on a splendid year. I'm sure that the family made it wonderful. Janelle, a great day to you. Smile always. It's beautiful outside. With life, there's hope. With hope, there's another tomorrow. Let's keep being grateful for all that we do have and not worry about what we don't have. Worry about the things that you have control over. The things that we don't, and we just have to figure out how to live and cope with them. I'm Oslin Crosby, wishing everyone a fantastic day.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
For your education.
for your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Larry, I love the new home. Did you remember the tips we discussed?
As a matter of fact, they were very helpful. We always follow the manufacturer's guidelines, check for damaged cords, turn off electrical equipment before cleaning, and we never overload sockets.
And we always use a licensed electrician for electrical work and a certified technician for repairs.
Grenlink, energizing our Grenada.
Promoters, here is a chance to boost your event or fete with MTV's irresistible television advertising specials. Book now and be wowed with party deals and good advertising coverage. Call our sales and marketing department on 440-8171 or via WhatsApp on 455-718. You can also send an email at mtvmarketinggd@gmail.com. Terms and conditions apply.
From the farm to the store to your home. Supporting farmers catering for your needs. The Food Fair Supermarket provides fresh fruits and vegetables from its 2 convenient locations for over 5 decades. The Food Fair Supermarkets, where you can fill your baskets without emptying your pockets.
Rise and shine.